Hey, what's up? What's up? Welcome back to the channel. So we're at part 2 regarding starting a mobile road service business. You know, tire repair, battery replacement, jump start, spare tire change and all that. Okay. So in part 1, we talk about how much I try to build up your confidence in part 1 to do this. Okay, because one of the most intimidating thing is you have no mechanical background. You don't even know how to use a screwdriver. You know, you don't know how to work on cars. You don't know, you were just never exposed to that stuff, and you have that fear. That fear is a killer. That fear. You're like, my God, I want to do this, but my God, I have no experience, and that fear, man, and you're in an area in this country or another country where that service is needed and you could make some money, or you see somebody doing it and making money, but that fear. So in part 1, I try to help you get over that fear. So if you haven't seen part 1 for this video, I urge you to go watch it. It's very important. Now, before we continue, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. What do you have to lose? You have nothing to lose. These videos are just to motivate you, give you some basic knowledge of entering this business. Hit the button. You have nothing to, because you need, even if this is something you're watching and you're not going to ever use, you're not going to really realistically do it, still hit the subscribe button, because this is motivational and we all need that. But anyway, let's move along. Okay, so like I said, in part 1, I try to get you mentally ready and get you over your fear to do this, whether you have experience or not. Okay, so let's move along. Say you're in a situation where money is tight, which money is tight for most people nowadays. Or let's talk about the money tight person situation. Okay, how the heck do you get this started? Tools. There are different qualities, there are different levels to tools out here. And you're like, oh my God, man, I don't have the money to go buy all these fancy ear tools and these heavy duty jump start, solid jump start box and whatnot. Okay. So let's talk about the shoestring budget, first of all. Okay. So I recommend Harbor Freight if you have a Harbor Freight in your area. Maybe you don't have a Harbor Freight in your country or where you are. So what you're going to try to do, you're going to try to get some, in the instance of the internet is here, you could find cheap tools on the internet, no matter where you are in the world watching this video. So I would say either go to, a Walmart or a Harbor Freight and find some inexpensive tools. Harbor Freight is really good. Or you could look online. There are cheap tools online that you could find. Okay. Road service work, there are levels to it in terms of tools, but say you're starting out on a shoestring budget. Money is tight. You have your kids to take care of, you have your family to help, and things are just tight. Also, you can go to like pawn shops, or you can look at yard sales to find basic tools, basic hand tools, because things are tight and you want to get started and you want to get going. Okay, so that's the easiest, cheapest way to get some tools in. Now, or you have your money to invest in this business to get started. Okay, no problem. Buy some really, really good tools. Go online, shop around, or go to your local stores and buy some good quality tools. Or, you buy your AC Delcos, you buy all the top brands. Maybe you have the money to do that. Well, hey, fine, that's good. Do that, because in road service, you're going to need good tools. But if you ain't got a lot of money to spend up front, you're going to have to work with what you have. It is what it is. So don't let that be a barrier in terms of stopping you. Now, road service work, there's a bunch of different stuff that you could do. Okay. Now, for example, So the most basic one, we're going to start at fuel delivery. Okay. Let's talk about fuel delivery in this particular video. You know what I mean? I don't want to drive you nuts or whatever, and you're anxious to learn everything, but it's a process. It's a process. Okay. The fear, no, you are, all right, let's back up a little bit. We talk about getting over the fear of doing this and whether you have experience or not and how you can do it. Okay. Let's go in this part 2 video in terms of getting your business registered and licensed. Let's do that first before we get down to the tools. Okay. I think that's the right way. Okay. Now, you want to get your business licensed. You want to get your business registered because it can help you a lot in terms of possibly getting a loan. Yeah, man. In terms of possibly getting a loan. It's because here's the thing. If you don't get your business registered, the time will go so fast. And before you know it, you're doing this part-time or full-time for 5 months. And you're like, whoa, I've been doing this for 5 months. If you had your business registered and a bank account with your business name, your LLC, hey, you could step to that bank and try to get a loan. Yeah. Or you could go to people like Square and try to get a loan from them. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yes. So the thing with a business, the time goes really, really fast. You'll be surprised how fast. You're like, whoa, it's been 8 months. So getting your business ready, after getting over the fear or going through the fear of doing this, because it's not just going to go away. You want to get your business registered. You could get registered as a LLC, which is always the best. Or you could be registered as a sole proprietor. My business personally, I'm registered as a sole proprietor. Okay, you could do that. Where you put everything under your social. Thing with a sole proprietor, you got to be careful in terms of liability. You want to get general liability insurance that protects your company. You know, if something happens out there, you have some protection. Whether you have a sole proprietor or a corporation or a LLC, you want to get that. But anyway, so you want to get registered. Okay. You want to get registered. Or if you in the beginning, you just want to use your name in the very beginning, but you got to be careful because you're liable if something happens. You got to be very careful. You got to double check your work because I know how it is. You know, some people just don't have the money to get that LLC registered up front. You know what I mean? And, doing some basic stuff in road service work, you don't require a license, but you got to be real careful. So I'm not advising you to run an unlicensed business. But remember, when you go out there with your name, that's your name and you're liable and you're responsible. So technically you are licensed and liable. So, you know, you got to be careful. You got to be careful. But either LLC or sole proprietor. But on a shoestring budget, you could go under your name and then move on to a LLC or sole proprietor. You feel me? To get you rolling. So that's the licensing part. Yeah, I think that's what we should make this video about. We're not going to talk about the tools. The licensing part of it. And like I said, it's very important for you to get your business license because the time goes so fast. Get a bank account with your business name. And then you're going to start processing credit cards into your business. Then from the bank, you're going to get checks with the name of your business from the bank. So you could start writing check to yourself and if you have an employee in the future or employees. So when you're filing your taxes, you have your business, you know what I mean? So it works out great. And the time goes real fast. So yeah, let's make this video about the importance of getting your business license. Okay, because the time, and I keep saying this over and over, the time goes real fast. You'll be surprised, yo. You out there doing fuel delivery, And before you know it, it's 3, 4, 5 months. And you're like, man, I wish I was registered. This way, you know, I could possibly look into getting a loan. Because places like Square, just to mention Square, you're processing credit cards with them. You could get a loan from them. Yeah, they'll give you a small loan. And because I've got a few loans from them. So I'm sitting here saying I'm living it. I'm not just somebody who's talking from a script or an AI. I'm a real person, bro. You know what I mean? So get your business registered is important, and it also protects you and your family. Because like I said, you can be reliable. Liability insurance, even get a cheap one. You know, you don't got to be a big one, but something that protects you. Even say, you know, that protects you. Even 50,000, bro, even 100,000. Get a basic one for now, and then you could step it up, because the licensing of your business is very important. You wanna be careful out there when you mess with people's vehicle. So yeah, we're gonna make this video about exclusively the licensing and the importance of it. But I want to insist, get your license done, because the time goes fast, and before you know it, you're processing cards in your business name, you're writing yourself checks in your business name. You're paying bills in your business name. You're buying tools in your business name, and all of those things helps you because you could get loans, and them little loans are nice. I ain't gonna lie, them little loans are nice. I've gotten a few, and I'm looking forward to getting a few more. You see what I'm saying? So the licensing is important, but like I said, just do your basic license if you don't have the money up front like that. You know, get a cheap liability insurance, and just work under your name until you get your LLC, work as a sole proprietor under your name, and then get registered with the state that you're in, or the country that you're in, no matter where you're watching this video. So that's that hurdle that you need to get over, the licensing. So let's make this video exclusively about the importance of getting your business registered and licensed. And yeah, man, stay with me on this journey. I want to keep sharing the knowledge that I have. I don't know it all, but I want to keep sharing the little knowledge that I have, and I've learned over the 7 years in this business. And I'm still learning. So I'm here to share what I know, and just hold your hand physically on this journey, and just support you and let you know that, hey, this can be a very rewarding business, bro. Think about how good it feels where you get a call, you go on the road, you go make some money, and come right back home to your family. I could cry how amazing that feeling is. It's a very rewarding feeling. It is. So you can do this. But get licensed, get registered. And so this is part 2 for the process of getting your road service business going. I'm looking forward to seeing the next video, and just to be with you on this journey, man. And, you know, I got in this business by accident, and I'll never regret it. It has been great. It has been rough at times, because, you know, I do have a lot of overheads and a lot of highs and lows, but I'll never trade it for the world. There's absolutely nothing like working for yourself. It's the most rewarding feeling in the world. And you could make good, quick, honest money. All right, so I'm not going to make this video super long. Get your licensing done. Get your basic licensing done. And I'm looking for, in the next video, we're going to talk about tools and ways of getting them, and the basic tools that you're going to need. All right, looking forward to see you in the next video. Thank you.